Hi, my name is Lynne Poyser and I'm a writer here at Tolley. And one of the products that we've got in our suite is a product called Tolley Guidance. Now, Tolley Guidance not only tells you what the legislation says, but also what it means and how that impacts you and your clients and what you might need to do with it. Now, I'm here today with Guy Smith, Tax Investigations Manager at Abbey Tax Protection. Hi, Guy.
Hi, Lynn. Nice to see you again.
And we're here to talk about a recent initiative that HMRC have been running on benchmarking traders' profits. So this is going to be of relevance to everybody who's advising small businesses. So Guy, tell us a little bit more. What is benchmarking?
Benchmarking is another method the revenue are using to try and get businesses to improve their compliance and to reduce errors in their tax returns. So the letters that have been sent out highlight to the traders common areas of mistakes. So they say, right, the motoring claims are always wrong, or telephone claims are always wrong. So they'll highlight areas that people need to be aware of when they're completing return. It's all part and parcel of the revenue trying to improve people's behaviour and their compliance.
So tell us a little bit more about those letters. So is there a range of profits that they should be making in certain sectors?
The letters initially went out to painters and decorators, and it said to them, we expect your profits to be within this net profit ratio. Now, the net profit ratio is the net profit divided by the turnover multiplied by 100. So the revenue get a ratio. Yep. So what the revenue have done, they've analysed all the returns and accounts submitted by painters and decorators over the last 3 years and said, right, this is the range that we would expect your accounts to fall within.
Okay. And obviously there's going to be real implications for clients that fall either below or above those ratios. What sort of things do they need to be thinking about? Well,
first and foremost, the tax advisor needs to be aware that they might not have seen the letter, because the revenue writing to the business owners direct, and so the tax advisor might not know. The tax advisor then, if they know their client has had one of those letters and they're looking at the accounts, they then need to think, right, what do we need to do about these accounts? Now, when the revenue have done research, business owners have said to them, well, if I'm at the top end, I'm over the highest ratio, then I'm declaring too much tax. I'm paying too much tax. I want to be within that ratio. So find me some more expenses to get me back within that ratio. At the other end of the scale, businesses are outside the bottom level of the net profit ratio. They're thinking, well, I better not claim as much as I would do normally because I'm going to be outside the range. I need to be back within it. And it's also another way for tax evaders to avoid detection. If they know what the net profit ratio ranges are, they can think, well, I'll stay under the radar by making sure I declare a ratio that falls within the range the revenue looking for. That's
really interesting. I think there's obviously going to be a lot of issues that are going to come out of benchmarking, and not least, you know, whether if it's successful, it'll be rolled out across the board to other traders as well.
Well, the revenue set up the transparent benchmarking team, and the painters and decorators are the first sector they're looking at. And as you say, the idea is if this works well, as almost like a pilot, they'll extend it to other trades as well. They have also been writing direct to individuals saying your effective rate of tax is too low. So the tax advisor might have business owners getting letters, but also private individuals getting letters as well. So it's another issue that the tax advisors need to be aware of. It's not just businesses, it's also individual clients as well.
Definitely. I mean, I think it's going to be something that advisors are going to need to be increasingly aware of and be prepared to talk to their clients about. Well, that's brilliant. Thanks a lot for that, Guy. And if you'd like to read that news item that we've just been talking about, just click on the link at the end of the video. Thank you, Guy, and thank you to everybody for watching.